Welcome guys to a beautiful new listing I have here in Heflin, Alabama. I'm sitting at 105 Bell Street. Take a look around. We're going to go inside in just a few minutes of this unique property. It's been completely redone. This is a 1950 style home offering you a little over 2,700 square feet. It's 2-story, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. We're listing it today at $228,000. So guys, let's go inside. Let's meet the homeowner, Miss Kim. Let's sit down with her and hear her story of how she took this home from drab to amazing. Guys, welcome inside this beautiful home. I cannot wait to show you some of the details. We're sitting down with Miss Kim, who's the property owner, and we cannot wait to show some of the stories that she has to tell. She took this home, it was drab, nasty, ugly, and she made this place beautiful. When you sit inside it just welcomes you. You feel like you're at home. It would be a perfect bed and breakfast sitting here in Heflin, Alabama. But let's just hear some stories of what she did, some unique touches, some hand touches that she put inside this home to make it what it is. So Ms. Kim, let's talk a little bit. When we listed the home, you told us about a house that was falling down next door. And you took that and you made cabinets out of that?
Well, I salvaged the heart pine out of it, which was, roughly 150 years old. It was an 1860s home next door that had been sorely neglected, and it was in such a state of disrepair it was not salvageable. It had rotted from the center out, and the heart pine beams that the home was constructed of were what we ripped into lumber for the cabinetry, and a lot of it I joined for the staircase, and the bookcase managed to salvage enough lumber for that. The walls were tongue and groove, and the floor in 2 of the bedrooms were what was salvaged off the walls.
When you look around inside the home, you see unique pieces that are made that you're like, I've never seen this before, and that's because Miss Kim is a walk-in Pinterest herself. She does incredible pieces, has a great imagination to get the things done. Tell me, upstairs there's a kitchen, there's a sink in the bathroom of one of the 3 bathrooms that are in the house. But tell me about the top of that sink.
Well, the home was constructed post and beam, and the walls were actually framed down to the ground. And this is not helpful today because various vermin can get up inside the walls. And so to make the home a more comfortable place to live and without that issue, I undercut all the 4x4s in the wall, ran subfloor under them. And this beam that was laying on the ground supporting the house for 100 years was not something I wanted to toss. So I took a couple of sections of it and doweled it together. And that's the countertop upstairs.
So she actually had to take it, when we walk into the bathroom, you'll see the unique shape that it is. She had to make it that way so that it had full access to the bathroom. A lot of times in older homes, this one tax records were about 1950s, which we're kind of assuming. We don't actually have an actual date of built for this property.
Well, that was simply because records were lost at the courthouse. And when I got into the walls of the house, I realized with the post and beam construction that it had to be at least 1920s or earlier. And went to the survey maps that were the survey information that was submitted at the library. And it indicated that the house was 1880s to 1890s, which is significantly older. And I wanted a little bit of information about that and started asking around town, and I got some feedback. There was a gentleman who was in his 90s at the time who said he played here when he was young. And he was said he was 4 or 5 years old, and it was old then. So I had a report that said that the house was indeed older than they, indicated at the courthouse records. They just lost the records for it. And there's only a few ways to date a house, and some of the hand-cut nails did indicate that it was 1890s or to 1910. So there are a lot of clues about the age of the home.
It's amazing. As you were doing your repairs, because of the age of the home, they tend to not have good insulation.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
how did you go about doing that?
The house siding was gone. It had been abused throughout the years and had so many layers of paint. And I wanted to get rid of the lead issues in the home. And so we stripped the siding off of it, sheathed the house entirely in plywood, insulated it at that point, then sheathed it in plywood and put house wrap on it and covered it with the siding, the hardy plank. And because we were able to do that, the house is essentially insulated as well as just about anything is now. It has R30 in the attic, and it has new wiring and new plumbing. So
That's incredible. Some might say location. And it is a different location, but you're sitting on a half a block. You have a 30 by 40 shop that has a roll-up door. You're just a few feet away from the new amphitheater here in Heflin. Tell me about the noise level being right here in town. Is there any issues with that?
There really isn't. We've lived in Oak Level, which was fairly secluded, and there have not been any issues with sound any more than that. We have the storefront as sort of an insulating barrier in front of us. They also make great neighbors. They're gone by 5 o'clock. And
And now we've got this awesome restaurant Flores table,
Yes.
which is just here across the street, and that's an incredible welcome to the neighborhood as well.
It is, yeah.
We have a park that's just a couple of blocks away, and then on the other side of town we have the Cahoogla Creek Park and the newly opening Pinhoti Spur Trail. Tell me, you chose to kind of flip the house. So in the
Yeah.
south, most houses face, and tell us that story how.
Oh, yeah.
You kinda
Well,
have-
the existing, what was the original living room, was very dark and makes an ideal bedroom. But it's not great for the public living spaces, and it's best to share the best light in the home, and that's usually south facing. So we put a bank of windows here and turned the house, basically, the use of the house, made this an open floor plan, and it has great light.
It's awesome. As we take our tour around, you'll notice that in the master bedroom and throughout the home, the ceilings are very large and tall.
12 foot.
12-foot ceilings. When Miss Kim was doing the renovations, there was actually no second floor in the home. And she created that second floor. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the original ceilings were left in the front 2 rooms that they had lowered the ceilings, but when we pulled it, the original ceiling was still existing. But on these 2 rooms over here, they had removed the tongue and groove. And so I didn't want to take these 2 rooms back up with nothing on the ceiling to share. And when I was up in the attic space, I realized that there was plenty of room up there for a couple more rooms.
You still have attic access though.
Yes, on 2 sides there's attic access. It's just limited storage, it's not, but it gives you access to all your wiring.
From the attic to the crawl space, there's also additional storage underneath there. You can access it from the back of the home. But let's talk just a little bit about the things that you've put in the home, the uniqueness that she's made it her own. So when she first purchased the home, the intention was to flip it and resell. And we all know what happened to the market in about 2007, and that happened, unfortunately. So you decided to make the home yours.
Yeah.
And the special touches that she has put in this home are just, they're so unique. Without being here and actually seeing them in person, it's hard. But I want to share just a few things that she's done, just so other homeowners, if you're doing this for your house, that you might could use these techniques as well. So tell me a little bit about the master bathroom. How did you create the master bathroom from the tile to the vanity?
Well, the master bathroom was a collection of circumstances that brought it together. There was a house with a clawfoot tub, and they were going to send it out, and instead it was brought to me. And so I wanted the clawfoot tub. I thought it harkened back to the age of the home. And that was true also of the light fixtures I was able to salvage. Several of the light fixtures, parts of them came out of old homes. And when I was working on the master bathroom, Space is always an issue in an older home. And a lot of times you have to create the space that you need out of niches in order to get everything in there that you want. So getting the clawfoot tub and the walk-in shower and the master closet and have it be a walk-in closet was a set of circumstances that required some careful thought.
So taking a look at the vanity, you'll see that it fits the space perfectly. But the incredible part is it actually was salvaged from a dumpster and a roadside pickup from a bed, and a few drawers from Lowe's.
It was actually an old bed that was probably period to the time, of the build of the house. Probably an 1890s bed that had been sent out because it was in disrepair, but I just used parts off of it to create the vanity.
That's awesome. I'm just going to share a little bit more about Miss Kim. I know I've talked about her and about the house, but all the drapery in the home will stay. She has hand-sewn every drape that is hung on the windows here. You will notice throughout the home the beautiful stained glass as well. There's just so much to see and so much to say about the home that you love, that's yours.
I have loved this. I've really enjoyed living here. It's a lot more space than we need currently. We're heading for retirement, and our children are grown and very established in their lifestyles, and I know they won't return home. So we have to go down to something smaller. I just can't even fathom cleaning this in my older years,
So the time has come for her family to move on, but it's time for your family to make this your home. Give me a call today and let's schedule your appointment to see this property. Guys, I just want to thank you for taking the time to sit down with me today as we went through this home. I hope that you've enjoyed this process, enjoyed this video. Let's schedule your appointment today to see this home. Give me a call at 256-239-7779. Remember, Small Town Realty, small office, big results.